Hello students, two more doubts from H.C. Verma from the chapter vector. This one is question number 16 based on cross product. As you can see, ABC are three mutually perpendicular vectors, and then we have to prove that A cross B cross C is 0. So as per this question, A, B, C are three mutually perpendicular. So I will first draw a surface for you. Let's say we have a surface like this. You can imagine this surface as the top of tabletop. So if I assume a surface which is the top of the table or your study table, and you think of two vectors on that tabletop, one along this dimension, say A, other along the other dimension, let's say B. And if you find B cross C or A cross C, if you find B cross C or A cross B, whatever, let us find A cross B. So if I find A cross B, then the direction of A cross B as per the right hand rule. If I find A cross B, then what I have to do is, I have to turn A towards B. When I will turn A towards B, you will come to know that this is the direction of A cross B. Now this will be direction of A vector cross B vector. And that means the direction of A cross B is perpendicular to this table. This line is perpendicular to the top of the table. That is the direction of A cross B. As per the question, the third vector, which is C, is mutually perpendicular to A and B. So this is A, this is B. Now we have to find third vector, which is vector C, which is at 90 degree of A vector and 90 degree to the vector B also. So if vector C is perpendicular to these two, it must be on this line. Vector must be on this line, either upward or downward, but it must be on this line only. Then only vector C, vector B and vector A all can be mutually perpendicular. Which means vector C is parallel to A cross B. Vector C is now parallel to A cross B. So if you further find cross product of vector C and A cross B, if I find C cross A cross B, then it will be 0 because these two vectors are parallel, and as per the definition of cross product, we have sin theta in the expression. You have sin theta in the expression of cross product. If you take a cross product of two parallel vectors, it will be 0. So by same argument, you can prove this statement also. If you take B and C on the table, I have taken A and B on table, you take B and C on the table, and let A will be on this side. Then by same argument, you can prove that A cross B cross C will be 0. Now the question is the converse true? No, converse is not true. Reason: if C cross A cross B 0, it does not mean ABC has to be perpendicular. Why the converse is not true? And the reason is, if C cross A cross B is 0, there are various possibilities. What are those possibilities? Possibility 1, any one vector is 0. That could be one reason. Either C is 0 or A is 0 or B is 0. There is possibility number 2, which is all three vectors are in the same direction. A is parallel to B, B is parallel to C. Then also this product will be 0. In this way, we have many possibilities of having C cross A cross B is 0. And therefore, the converse statement is not true. Right? So this was question 16. One more doubt, which is question 12 from the same topic. vector. Question number 12 from vector. So question 12, which is from the chapter vector from HCV, it is based on the concept of this question is resolution of vector, component of vector. If you know how to do component of vector, you can solve this question, and if you don't know how to do the component of vector, you may find it difficult. So I will briefly tell you how to find this component, how to find the component of a vector, because we have done this in the classroom. So if you have coordinate axis x and y, let's say if you have coordinate axis x and y, and there is a vector in that coordinate axis A, which makes a theta angle with the x-axis, then all you do is drop a perpendicular from A on the x-axis. Then this length is known as x component, denoted by ax, and through trigonometry you find it a cos theta. This is called x component of the vector. You can have vector in some other quadrant also. Let's say the vector is in the second quadrant now, A, and it makes theta from the positive side of x-axis. This angle is theta now. Now to find the component, all I have to do is drop a perpendicular from the tip of A on the x-axis. Now I need to find this length. I need to find this length as the x component. I will denote it ax. Let this angle is beta. From this triangle you will find that ax equals to a cosine beta, and you will put a negative sign here now. You will put a negative sign because of second quadrant. This x component is in the second quadrant, and as per the coordinate geometry, any length which is to the left side of origin is a negative length as per the coordinate geometry. Now this cosine of beta, this angle beta can be written as pi, which is 180 degree, minus theta. Notice that beta plus theta is 180 degree, which is pi. So since beta plus theta is 180 degree, and 180 degree and pi both are similar, one is degree, other is radians, and there is a small trigonometric relation that cosine of pi minus theta, as per the trigonometric equations, as per trigonometry, cosine of pi minus theta is actually minus of cosine theta. So it becomes plus of a cos theta. What does it mean? If you measure theta, what does it mean now? If you measure angle theta from positive side of x-axis, if you measure the angle theta from positive side of x-axis, then you can always write x component of vector to be a cos theta. Here also it is a cos theta, here also it is a cos theta, but the condition is angle theta is now always measured from the positive side of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction, right? So if you measure the angle of vector from positive side of x-axis in anti-clockwise manner, then you can always write the x component as a cosine of theta. Now I will use this concept. Now I will use the same concept. So I will use this concept here now, that vector a1 a2, this vector which is a1 a2, I will make a list of vector in this column and then x component on the other side. Please notice this concept, that x component of any vector can be written as a cos theta, provided this angle theta is measured between the vector and the positive side of x-axis. Vector a1 a2 makes 0 degree angle with the positive side of x-axis. Therefore x component of a1 a2 will be its length, let's say the length is small a, into cosine of 0 degree, that is the x component. Vector a2 a3, it makes a 60 degree angle with the positive x direction, so its component will be a cos 60 degree. and 60 degree in a radians is pi over 3. Vector A3, A4 now. How much angle this vector makes if you extend this line, then what is the angle which it makes from the positive side of x-axis? Through mathematics and the concept of regular polygon, you will come to know that this angle is 120 degree, and therefore the x component of A3, A4 will be written as A cosine of 120 degree, and 120 degree in radians is 2 pi over 3. So it is A cos 2 pi over 3. Then vector A4, A5. How much angle this vector makes with positive side of x-axis? Notice that A4, A5 is going towards negative x direction. So the angle which it will make from the positive side of x-axis will be 180 degree. So you will write A cosine 180 degree, and you can convert this 180 degree into radians as pi, which you can write 3 pi by 3. Then A5, A6. Now you can see there is a pattern 0, pi by 3, 2 pi by 3, 3 pi by 3. So the next vector will have A cosine of 4 pi by 3, and the last vector, which is A6, A1, will have A cosine 5 pi by 3. And if we add all them, you add all, question says that the resultant is 0. This is given in this question that the resultant is 0, which means if we add all these values, if we add all them, we should get 0 value. If we add them, I get A, and inside bracket I will get cos 0 plus cos pi by 3 plus cos 2 pi by 3 plus cosine of 3 pi by 3 plus cosine of 4 pi by 3 and plus cosine of 5 pi by 3, and this will be 0. Since small a is the length of vector, it cannot be 0. This term cannot be 0. So the only possibility is this term inside bracket will be 0. And this is what is required in this question. So I hope the doubt is now clear to you. And still, if you find it difficult, you can drop me a message in the comment box or in my WhatsApp, or you can directly call to me. Take care. Thank you.